Hey everyone, this is Jenny Garcia, and this is a Project Life process video using the March Document 365 kit from the Shop. And here I have some of the cards, and I turn a few of the papers into cards. I am very into that lately. But the card with the lines actually works both ways. I actually also borrow some papers from past collections. They all work pretty well together, and I just love that blue paper with the clouds, and I thought that the pink was a great addition, so I kept shuffling them around to see which one fit better. And one of the stories for this week was getting the Ring Fit Adventure, which is a game for the Switch that we got. It's super fun. And I'm also using this stamp set from the Paper Person, and I love how they illustrated the Switch controller, and I can hear the click. And that's actually, if your kids or if you watch many videos of Nintendo Minute, you can hear the click. That's like their logo. It's really fun. I also use the level up phrase, and I love this stamp set because we love gaming. It's dangerous. It's a dangerous thing to game in this house, but we love doing it. Last week we had a game day. Mario Party and Monopoly should be things that are banned in my house, yet we always end up playing them, and we have like 6 versions, maybe more, of Monopoly. And now Nintendo has this thing where you can play all games from Nintendo 64 and from Game Boy, and we were playing the Super Mario Party that was from Nintendo 64, and I thought it would be less vicious, and no, there's no way. I love these super tiny stars. They are from Pipsticks, and man, I am so sad that I run out of those. I honestly want to buy like 5 more packs. I love sticker sneezing with those. This is like a little sheet that I made a while back, and I'm gonna use those labels with the day just to layer, and I'm gonna cover the day of the week because I really don't pay that much attention to that. I could go into my phone, and if you swipe up, it'll give you all the details, but it's not really relevant for any of the stories, so I didn't mind just covering it. I'm gonna add a few more stars. I love the washi tape. I'm using some washi tape also from Pipsticks, and I think it works perfect with this collection. And I love that photo with all the Funko Pops behind and the TV. And I took a photo of the game. It comes with a wheel, and it's a workout game. And I'm sad to say that I really wanted it, and I'm the one who has used it the least. Actually, no. I'm the person that has used it the most after my little one. My little one loves this game. And it's really fun too. And there's a lot of games. There's yoga. You can run. You can defeat monsters and run through like a maze. It's pretty fun. Just that honestly, I kind of forgot all about it. All the gaming stuff is in our basement, which is where the first photo was taken. We have a game room there. With a big TV, and the girls get to play and sing karaoke and all that, and it's really fun. And I'm trying to layer this with some washi tape. I'm just going to layer some of the little die cuts. I didn't print as many die cuts as I used to because I think that when I printed this collection, I was running low on ink. So I was trying to be like, okay, what am I going to use the most? And I definitely knew that I wanted to use the stars, so I print and cut a lot of those. And I like to use a bunch of different sizes on those. I'm also going to add some of the flowers, and I'm using the Tombow Mono Aqua liquid glue. That's the best one for little elements, because if you put a little bit too much glue, it dries clear and does not dry tacky like the Mono Multi liquid glue, which is the white one with the green cap. So now that I'm done with my awesome star stickers, I'm trying to look for something that will replace them. And I love the little smiley faces, but it doesn't work the same, especially because you only have one size. But I still love those. So these are prints that I got the digital version from Etsy, and I got them from my daughter. And I got her a print of herself, and I already showed that I made one print in photo size and added it to the album, and that was in my last video, and I love how it turned out. And she also wanted some of the other characters, so she got Mary, Sylvana, and Blue Bear. I thought that she would get Rosie. And by the way, I said in a previous video that her favorite Animal Crossing character was Kiki, and I was wrong, and she called me out on that. It's not Kiki, it's Rosie. It's the blue cat. I thought, in my brain, I knew that it was the blue cat, but I forgot, and she was very mad at me about it. But this is like her little dresser. Now it has a bunch more books. She keeps adding books on top of her dresser. She has a bookshelf on her closet, but she's a butterfly, so she likes to see them. And the whole butterfly thing, it's from the Clutterbug. If you need solutions for, organizing, go check her out. She is amazing, and also she has tips for different types of organizing. And I love the sticker. This is Love Our Home. Love those Pretty Little Studio stickers. They are perfect. And I took her to the room. I told her to close her eyes, and then I stood her there, and she was very excited. And I did a little video, and that's a photo of her like looking at the frames and smiling. It's crazy that the only room in this house who has gotten like no love at all is my master bedroom, the owner's bedroom. I have the bed and like the dresser, but no artwork. It's really weird. And I also have these stars from the January kit. I cut a bunch of those. Don't regret it. Love them. And I probably am gonna use them until December. And I made those stickers, I think, mainly for Heather. When I made her kit, I knew that she was documenting a lot of food and time with her daughter, so it's very food oriented. And then I have this positivity passport sheet, and I added, it doesn't have as many smiley faces as I put there. I just added a bunch more and made a lot of them smaller. And I love this photo. My daughter was just lying in the couch reading a book, I think, and I took a picture of her tiny feet, because pretty soon, if she's anything like my oldest, she's gonna have bigger feet than I do and be taller, and that's not fair. But it's a cute photo. I use my Lawn Fawn stitch circle dies to cut the photos. As always, I'm gonna have the items that I use linked below. A lot of them are affiliate links. You don't have to use them, but they do help a lot. And thank you so much for those of you who use the links. Thanks to you, we have whole videos, or at least a coffee once in a while. And those phrase stickers that I use right there, they are ancient. They are from Lawn Fawn, and I remember I had like 3 sheets of those. They're really good. I'm gonna use my super tiny heart stickers, and I love that photo. And I wanted to do something cool here, but I feel like it didn't pan out as I wanted to. I wish the indentation on these stamps was a little deeper and more crisp. Maybe I should have picked another image. At first I stamped the image in white. I thought it was going to show up, and I said if it doesn't, I'll just use black on top, which is exactly what I did, because half of it, like, you couldn't see it at all. So I just went over it with black, and it just looks like it has a little shadow, and it's just fine. And I think this was one of those days when it was really warm. This was April. I think in April you're still getting that it's kind of cold but not really sort of weather. And she was playing soccer and running around. And it's funny because by then we hadn't put the fence yet. So it looks different. I like that since I moved, things have been changing, like around us and inside the house. And you can see it in the album. At least I can see it in the album. I noticed the difference. I documented some of the changes, like when they were building the fence and the deck and all that. I took pictures. In the 2020 album, I have pictures of the house being built. So that has been interesting too. Oh, and I'm wearing a robe. It's a pusheen robe that my oldest daughter left in my craft room because she was using my desk. And I was freezing, so I put it on. It's really soft. And I had no idea how I was going to use this card as my title card. But then I realized that all I had to do was keep it simple, and maybe that's why it didn't occur to me at first to just add the number and that's it. You don't need to add anything else, because in my brain is like, keep adding, add a little more, just one more sticker, it's fine. And then it gets out of control. As you can see, I'm gonna keep like looking for stuff to add. Then I'm just gonna add one little sticker to calm my inner over embellisher and leave that card alone. And this is a screenshot that I took from an astrologer I follow. I don't really believe in astrology, but I love how encouraging she is and how much advice, and it's just general advice that can apply to everyone. And it's very positive and it's funny and I love it. It's like I don't know, it makes me miss Walter Mercado, who was a Puerto Rican astrologer, and he was like very famous in Latin America. And I never really, actually, once I believe in astrology, but it was like he wanted you to do so well that you wanted to watch him, even if you don't believe anything of that at all. So I like to include those. I love that washi from Pipsticks. I am obsessed. This is just a packet I got from a friend. She told me some nail rubs because I do like doing my nails, which I have to do again. They're a little busted. And I have a love relationship with this quick pick stick. Some days I love it. Some days I'm like, why don't you work? I think that I need to use it more often to get used to it. And those little word stickers are from Pretty Little Studio. Most of my little word stickers are from Pretty Little Studio. These are also from the Positivity Passport. They have a bunch of cute ones, and this is the digital version that I cut at home. I know they had a kit, but it's been a while. I think the only thing available right now it's the digital kit, and they have a 1 and a number 2, and I think that this is number 1. This is just a photo of my tub, and I kind of wanted to grab some of, in the picture, I wanted to grab some of the products that I like using. and my daughters like using. And just use a sticker that says me time. And I love this photo. It's very simple. It's not fancy at all. But my daughter, both of them, since they were babies, they would like climb on my husband or sit on his shoulders. And you know how puppies grow and they don't realize that they are grown, and they can't just do whatever they used to do. I think she's starting to get that line where she's growing a lot, and my husband's like, okay, that kind of hurts my back. But she still, for now, can sit on his shoulders and lay down on him like that. I guess she's just a daddy's girl. She loves everyone. Both of them do love us both. I don't think they have like a preference. It depends on the activity we're doing. And I love writing all my journaling in this card. I use a pen from the dollar store that worked perfectly on my Canon matte photo paper. That could be tricky though. Always test your pen. If it's felt tip, don't even test it because it might ruin your tip. But anything like the Pilot might be a good option to use. I know that is one of the most populars. I like my 02 monodrawing pen from Tombow, and the Pilot is a little big for me. It's a great pen. I like it, but when it comes to journaling, I prefer something smaller. So this pen is a really good option, and I hope I can find another one, because when this one is gone, I'm gonna be sad. And I thought that I was gonna be able to add more journaling, but I got all that I needed to say in the other cards, so I just added the Hello Spring on this card and some hearts. And this is the whole spread with drawings from my daughter and, you know, a bunch of random things. I love these layouts when there are so many different elements and it's not just people. I love pictures of people, but I think that sometimes a photo of a messy counter can tell a bigger story than a very posed photo, but that depends on the day. And thank you so much for watching. Again, most of the items that I use are going to be linked below unless they are really old and I can't find them. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you're having an awesome day. Bye.